I'm back on my bullshit. So today I have the homegirl Autumn here.
Hey y'all.
And I wanted to talk to y'all about hair because it's Black History Month. This is probably going up after Black History Month, but that's neither here nor there. I wanted to do it because I know, like, for me, hair was like a big thing growing up, and it was one of the things that I didn't like about myself. And Autumn had got locks, and I was talking to my other friend about locks, and we were just talking about hair and energy and locks and everything, and I was telling her I wanted her to get hers back because that was popping. So
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a healthy conversation about hair with someone that has done multiple hairstyles, and that is African American.
Just a background. So growing up, my mom used to do my hair, you know, the ponytails with the barrettes and shit, stuff like that. And it wasn't until I got into 6th grade, I was like, Mom, I'm a big girl now, like I need to start pressing my hair. And so she got my hair trained, and I was going like every 2 weeks to get my hair pressed. I never got a perm, never wanted a perm because I've always like heard bad stories about it. So I got my hair trained every 2 weeks. And then the end of high school, I said, you know, I want to make that transition to natural. I want to rock my natural hair. But even in between that time, I will wear my hair. I was scared to wear my natural hair in its natural state because of the stigma that comes behind natural hair. And it's like you have to manipulate your hair in order for it to be presentable, you know. Like I remember I had took my braids out and I just blow dried my hair, and I walked outside and I just thought it was cute. I was like, I got hair like it's full, it's natural, you know. And I went to church and this lady was like, you should have did your hair today. And it was like, you know, like stuff like that. And I remember just being so subconscious of rocking my natural hair. So I stayed with braids, I stayed with a full head weave, and I was trying to let my hair grow out. All the heat damage that I had in grade school, I was trying to let that grow out so I can transition to natural hair. I think it was like, yeah, it was definitely after college. I went to get my hair in locks, and my parts were big, so that's why I cut it. But as I was rocking those locks, my mom, you know, coming from a different generation, she was like, I don't like it, like, you know. And so that made me feel like, damn. I guess for my mom, she takes pride in how especially her daughters look and how they present themselves. And so she felt like wearing locks wasn't presentable. It wasn't
like you showing your best self.
Yeah, she felt like she didn't like them because my locks were really thick. Like the lady did the parts really big. That's why I like cut them off, because I wanted to get smaller parts. But she wanted them to be really neat, like done all the time. And if you have locks, you know, you can't get your hair retwisted all the time, or you're gonna have like alopecia or something like that. Like, so I wasn't getting my hair retwisted constantly, and it's actually not really healthy to get your locks retwisted like every month. Like, you definitely want to give it your scalp a break.
What kind of hair do you have? Like, what is it, like 4A? Like, what is it?
It's mostly 4C. Mostly 4C. I do have different hair texture. Like at the back of my hair, I don't know what type of, but it's definitely softer.
That's 4D in the back. Oh,
it's definitely softer in the back, but in the front it's definitely like 4C for sure.
I have 4C hair for sure. Like, and my dad, he's always like, why do you wear wigs? Like, why do you wear wigs? What's going on? Like, you have hair and all of this stuff. But people don't understand, like, 4C hair it requires a lot of patience because it's the most fragile. So it's like you have to really have patience and tender loving care dealing with your hair. And I don't have the patience to do my hair every 3 days, every week. Like, I don't have that patience. So I can just, you know, plop this wig on. That's why it ain't even glue.
But see, 4C hair, it requires a lot more maintenance because, you know, we magic. You know, black women, we magic.
Discover a power they never knew they had.
So we just require a lot more maintenance than
attention and time,
right, exactly.
and
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Do you feel like growing up that you were like, I guess kind of like raised to like dislike your hair type or hair in general?
No, I mean, I never, my hair, no, I mean, my hair was really thick, so people would complain about like how I had a lot of hair and it was just too thick. They would complain, like, but I would say it's more so, I recognize it more so growing up, like now, how hair is really a big deal for a lot of people. Texturism is really a thing. Like texturism is to hair as colorism is to skin, if that makes sense. Like, so if your hair is like a loose curl texture, then it's viewed as more acceptable and it's more sought after by men. When I was rocking my curly loose hair weave, a lot of men like that. But
so what kind of dudes was approaching you when you had the weave?
I don't know, like
fuck niggas.
Right.
So like versus
just black men mostly.
So who approached you when you had the locks? Like, was it different between the weave, the locks, and the bald head?
I wouldn't say I got approached. I'll definitely say I just got compliments, but it was never like, oh, let me see what you about type of thing. It was just more like, oh, okay, queen, I see you. Like
when you had the
Lamert Park type of dudes. If you from LA, you know, like Lamert Park, very Afrocentric, very.
And that was with the locks.
Pride, with the locks.
Okay.
And it was more so women that complimented me more than anything.
And then when you had the bald head,
men, women, like, I get so many compliments with this when my hair is this short. I don't know why, but yeah, I get so many compliments. I feel like I get more compliments when my hair is like this than like when I had weaves, honestly.
Because everybody can't do that. Like, you know how many peanut head ass bitches is out here and they want to cut their hair and they can't do it? You can't do it.
You can't do it.
That's tight. Like, you gotta have a good head for that.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have a nice shaped head and a cute face to pull that shit off. So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
So what do you want people to know about our hair? Like, what do you want? Like, if a little girl was watching this, what would you want her to know if she had the coarsest, thickest, nappiest hair?
I would want her to, I mean, it's hard because I know social media and media plays a significant role in children's lives, especially children have access to YouTube and all that stuff, and they can be easily influenced by what is deemed as exceptional. And when you see a lot of these natural products advocating for natural hair and stuff, it's usually not for women that has a 4C type hair. It's usually women who are of mixed race and they have the looser curl I don't know if it's like 3C, I don't know, but it's usually for women who are multiracial or biracial, who has like the loose textured curls. I would say embrace your hair, rock it, own it. You're gonna have people that will tell you, oh, that doesn't look good, but they're just not bold enough to rock it themselves, and they're putting their They're putting their...
They're projecting their what, insecurities?
Exactly. There we go. She took my words. Yeah. But yeah, they're just projecting their own insecurities on you. And natural hair in itself is embracing your authentic self. So if you love yourself, you will embrace everything that you have, and that's including your natural hair. So love yourself.
I have 2 more questions that I just thought about too. So you went to, I want to say UC, it was either UC Irvine or UC Riverside, and I feel like, go ahead and just tell.
I went to UC Santa Cruz.
Damn! It wasn't either one of them. But it was white people over there?
It was white people.
Okay, I knew it was
oh my God.
So I was gonna say, like, how did like, when you, like, did you get treated differently by them, or were they more accepting, or like, how did that work with them? I mean, not that it matters, but I was just saying.
I wouldn't say, like, it wasn't a matter of being accepted. It was just like their curiosity in natural hair, not natural hair, but just black hair and how we rock it. Like, you know, one day we'll show up with a full head weave, and the next day we
got box braids.
We got box braids, you know. So they were very curious about that. Like, I remember this Asian girl, like, because I had individuals, and they were like pretty small, and she was like, "How long did it take?" And she touched, "How long did it take?" I was like, "Okay, how long did it take?" I was thinking about getting some. I said, "Don't." They always want to know how long our hair takes to do. Like, right. Why does that matter? Why do you guys know that so
You know
so
what
bad?
I noticed though about, like, people that are you know, that aren't black, when I have my hair looking like, you know, wild or blown out or whatever, they're always like, or even if my braids are old or something, like, black people would be like, "Girl, you need to check them motherfuckers out. Like, you looking a little rough." The white people, Hispanic people, whatever, like the other races, they will be like, "Your hair is so nice," and I'm like, "I don't look dusty. That's what you're telling me? Okay, right. For sure." So I have noticed that, like, and it's, we be hard on ourselves. Like, our people be hard on ourselves about our hair.
Our hair is it's like our identity. I mean, black hair, our hair for centuries. We really take pride in our hair. What
I wanted to say was that when I went to New Orleans, I never thought about it in this way, but New Orleans has a way of, like, bringing spirituality out of you. So I was in an Uber with this dude, and he was saying, like, how women wear, like, they wrap up their hair because like your hair carries energy. And so, like, they use the wraps to protect their hair. So I went to the club. I pull up at the club VIP with the hair wrap on, gas tank on E. So I went to the club with my hair wrapped, but I was so comfortable, and it's like everybody was so accepting, and, like, you know, if you do some stuff like that out here in LA, we fake bougie, like, we that's ghetto, like, and it's like they were just, they understood, and, like, I really think now, like, your hair really does carry energy. I don't let people do my hair that are angry or have a bad attitude or nothing, because, like, they're, like, leaving it in you, if that makes sense. So I'm just, like, really protective over, like, who does my hair and shit like that.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you didn't make it this far, go to hell. Respectfully. Part 2 will be coming next week. Stay tuned. Got a blast.